What was why was James' first game so great? They all love it.
Well, James' first games was where I would have a competition with myself, a challenge, such as playing Super Meat Boy and beating the boss of level 1 in like a certain amount of deaths. And if I did more than that, then I would be punished. And some of the punishments were as bad as eating like a ghost pepper.
Did you eat a ghost pepper?
Oh yeah, yeah. And sometimes the punishments were silly, like wearing a Princess Leia costume and dancing to the song Moves Like Jagger.
Oh.
That was, and I always preferred those kinds of punishments.
Yeah.
Because I don't, like, eating the ghost pepper was bad.
What was that like?
It burnt really bad, but really
How
on
long
the
did
skin.
it last?
Like maybe 10 minutes.
Oh, really? And it went away?
It went away, but what was really bad, not to get gross.
Insane diarrhea you had for the next week?
Insane fucking diarrhea, like the worst
Really?
pain. Yeah, like borderline, like should I go to a doctor? Is this just liquefying my internal organs?
Oh my god.
It hurt. Eating it was 10 minutes of pain. The other one was like a day of pain.
Every time James dies, I get to punch you in the teeth. But you know, it's a little violent.
We could do every time like like a purple nurple on the nipple when somebody dies. What time is it?
5:13.
I feel like I should maybe give you a turn, but I haven't
No,
died
go
yet.
for it.
What should we pump with a knight?
What
We'll
should
ask
we
them.
pump?
Where should
yeah.
we pop this?
What do you guys want?
My guess would be either vigor, endurance, or strength. But the expert, other than you and me, is the audience always knows.
You shaved your mustache as a punishment for not getting DS1.
That was the first punishment of Gamefront, was me not being able to do that, and afterwards, James vs. Games had all different punishments. What do they say?
It's a great idea. For a show.
What did they suggest?
Oh no, I was just saying your game. Always get vigor and end to 20. Then pump STR. What's STR? Strength.
Yeah.
Like a mofo and get some mega massive epic sword.
I put it into endurance. That's what the green bar is. It makes it so you can swing your sword more often.
Nolan increase ADP at the start of Dark Souls.
What I meant to do.
Isn't that like a cheat code where you just can give us as many level ups as we want?
Oh, yeah, you're killing me, Sean. You're killing me. Have you no
I'm
honor?
just kidding.
You're kidding. A joke like that is like, I mean, if I was to compare it to anything else offensive, I would be in trouble.
Is this cheating in video games if you take steroids?
Outside of video games?
Like if me and you were to take steroids and to play this game.
Listen, you have been trying to get me into the Void game for a long time.
I just
and
don't
until
understand
now,
why
you've
you don't
never
like
convinced me. Yes, it's cool.
Thank you.
Actually, I used to do a lot of Voids while I was gaming, and I broke a lot of controllers.
It's true. Oh.
So this is it.
Yeah, get him. Get him. Nice.
Oh! Got me that time.
Touch the pool of blood.
I don't know how you get down there, but there is a way.
We've been down
there
there
are
already.
shinies.
The elevator.
Well, that elevator doesn't take you to the spot I'm particularly talking about.
I feel like we've been down there before.
I mean, you went down there the hard way. The deadly way.
Ooh, that's fast.
Oh! Guess I gotta take this. Okay, we got him.
Take his soul.
His dark souls!
Look at this guy up on the roof. What's he doing?
I don't know. I feel like I should just stay back here. I know people are coming up here. This is called kiting. And actually, this is not called kiting.
Kiting.
Kiting is when you gather a bunch of enemies behind you, like a kite's tail, and then you turn around and you attack them all as they come.
That's terrifying, though. Isn't it harder to fight multiple people?
It would be for a gamer like you, but for me...
Oh, wow.
For me, it's more difficult sometimes to take them one at a time because of the boredom I'm suffering. No!
Why is this? Is this on the highest difficulty level?
There's only one difficulty level, and it's prepare to die.
Oh no! What a way to die!
That was awful.
Oh, that was fantastic.
That was awful. Okay, well, be careful.
No,
be careful there.
I don't remember anything. Wait, what?
It might be worth it for you to walk out that door.
This door?
And fight a guy or two without... So there's a guy on the other side of this wall. Right there. Oh, that was awesome. What you just did was something called a parry. Yeah. You did it on accident.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
I did not.
I haven't even explained to you how to do a parry.
I know what a parry is.
What button do you push?
This left one.
No.
And you click it in.
I'm sorry I called you out on your bullshit, but it was bullshit. It's the left trigger button. You have to do it right when their sword's about to hit you. And then it pops their sword away and you can get a free hit, which would be a critical hit. Usually it can kill a lot of guys.
Ooh.
So what you can do is you can just kind of kite them, if you would, by... So now if you just walk back, he's going to come up here and you can fight him. Be careful for the ledge.
Ooh, let's try it again.
Well, you got to do it right before he hits you.
Should I go anywhere else?
Go ahead and pick up that item. I can drop something. There's two of them, so when you get down there, you're gonna have to. You hold the B button while you hold down, and you slide. But I'd get back up. There you go. But do remember, there's the bow and arrow guy on the other direction. Ow! Watch out, there's going to be a guy behind you, too.
I'm going! I'm going!
Okay, lock on.
Son of beaches. Come on, you son of beaches.
Isn't that so much easier than the dagger?
Yeah. Yes.
There's still a guy. You didn't kill somebody. I don't know where he went. Right?
No,
I thought there was a guy
I'm
down
stuck.
here. What do you mean you're stuck?
Can't move. Oh, I got it. That's weird.
That is really weird. I'm
stuck again. Weird. Wow. James Heaney,
Listen,
what are you
nothing
doing?
to do with that.
James Heaney is the culprit. How?
For the record, and I don't want... I know
Your name is Sabotage Heaney.
I know that for the record, it might be seeming like I did that. And this might be a bad time to tell you about this. But even if you would have died with no controller access...
Oh no.
Why are you going backwards and fighting?
I don't know.
Get back! Okay, remember that X is what...
Why are you so scared for me?
Because if you get dead... Get back, get back! You can't swing a sword in a doorway.
I just did, dude. I just did.
That's not a doorway, that's a hallway, you son of a bitch. There's like 600 souls on the line, remember?
Yeah. Oh, I have all those souls. So should I go back up? I should drink some health, huh? How do I do that?
Fix my night bot. Yeah, you could just go
gem?
sit at the bonfire and it'll heal you up. But pick up that item. Might as well. Hollow infantry boots. Good. So then go sit back at that bonfire.
Yes. It's like, hey man, check out those night bots over there.
Would you pay a robot prostitute?
I would never pay. I would kind of figure out how to change its programming and have it done for free.
You know what? That's you'd program it and have it done for free. That's sweet of you.
Whee! Where y'all night
keep in mind,
where y'all night bats? What, this guy?
There's that guy there. You can't lock onto him until he stands up because he's considered like part of the environment right now. But you could swing your sword and still hit him. So behind you,
I
there's
know,
another
I
guy.
see.
Don't roll off the edge.
Oh,
So you know how you
ow,
swing your
dude.
sword with R1? L1 holds your shield in the air. I should have trained you in that.
oof. You got me still.
Oh, thank God. Okay, hit X to heal up.
I'm the luckiest Twitch streamer. I just
Now,
earned
hold
myself
L1.
a follower.
That's how you get your shield up. And those long halberds is what that weapon is called. It's okay. Those long halberds will still do some damage. In fact, this shield only blocks 90% of the damage, so you're still going to get somewhat hurt, but not nearly as hurt. It doesn't open from this side. Remember?
No, not at all.
It's pretty scary.
Tell me where to go. Oh, look.
James did
This-
have his first death. It was an epic
Is
death.
this guy going to come up alive?
No. If they have a shiny glowing on them, then they won't. Oh, wait a second. Push start. Go to equipment. Select that. And then go to the fire sword. Oh, it's not as good. And then actually, wait, go back. Push start, go back to the equipment. And then change out the axe for...
Hit this.
Well,
Hey.
now you're underneath the other thing. Because you want the other longsword. So go over the axe and hit the longsword. Broadsword, yeah.
This?
No. The broadsword. Yeah, there you go. So now you have both of those. So push the B button to go back. Now, if you push... Oh, you don't have the skills to use that weapon. So press the left button. I'm sorry. Push that one again. Push the right button. Now you got this weapon out. You could switch back to
Is
the
this
axe.
the fire sword?
It's not. We don't have.
can't
We don't
hold
have
it,
the.
right?
Yeah, we can't do it. We need to pump up.
Is this
our,
a better sword than what I had?
No, this is the same sword you had, but you might want to switch that axe back because the axe is better than having the fire sword's broken. Is the problem? You could try pushing Y and seeing if you can do both, but I don't think you're going to be able to. Use the other weapon with this. Now press Y. No, Y. Yeah, you still can't use it. So, might as well push start.
I just used
swap
it. I
out
don't
the.
get it.
No, see how there's the red X?
Yeah.
Means it's basically going to do no damage.
Okay.
So go ahead and push start, and then swap out the fire sword.
Oh
for the
no!
axe.
I drank something.
It's all right. You need to go back and sit down though,
All right.
because otherwise. So go ahead and swap out that for the axe. Okay. Good. And then
All
go
right.
ahead and go upstairs and sit in the bonfire. You're gonna have to fight these guys again, which is okay. You kind of needed the practice, right?
Sure.
And you could go buy some stuff from that guy that's selling stuff.
I'm trying to save my money.
For what?
For a
You can't
future
take
with
it
my
with you, Sean.
family.
There is no family.
I'm looking for my wife.
Well, good luck to you. I found some wonderful guys and girls that you could probably meet up and marry in the game.
Mrs. Beginnix.
Beginnings.
Yeah, my wife. My future wife. Mrs. Beginnix.
This is beginnings.
Now I'm done, right?
Well, you could go talk to that guy sitting there.
It's
And you
not a
could
guy.
purchase.
Definitely not a guy. He's got claws.
Okay, maybe it is a girl.
So
Bang a
what a
bum.
proud knight. What are these? Do you know what these things do or what? No?
Oh, so Nightbot could display a death count for us if I set it up right. The problem is I don't know how to do those things.
Nightbot, baby! Oh no!
Don't you roll off the edge. Did you forget?
Oh! Why are they back?
They come back every time.
You didn't tell me that!
What? If you don't know that by now, then
Why would I know that by now?
you got no energy. Get him! Get him! Get him!
This is a crock
You
of
gotta go
shit,
back
this
upstairs, sit at
I
that
hate this
bonfire.
game. Why
It's
did
a
they
great
come back? I
game.
killed them already.
My life, 'cause now I've got an excuse to tell my wife why I have got to.
Then they're gonna come back now?
Tonight, I got a game tonight.
You never told me that!
I got a game tonight.
So every time I set a bonfire, you get healed?
Yes.
That's great.
But all the bad guys come back. We just got another donation. I don't know who it was.
Who's this idiot?
Because my screen's locked up.
Okay, so I'm gonna have to fight these D-bags again? Where are they coming from?
Where are they coming from? Well, one guy sits there. You can kill this guy before he even gets up, but you're better off not staring at the floor when you're fighting people. Now the other guy's gonna come across the bridge.
You son of a bitch.
Beginner guy is a programmer that will help me for $15 an hour friendship rate, which is actually no joke a great deal.
I keep forgetting my buttons.
I mean, there's only a couple to remember.
Wait, so should I go get full health and then beat these guys with full health? Is that the point?
I mean,
Or
I
should I
think
just
you
go?
can move on forward.
Yes, please.
You might need to come back here later, but for now you can go forward because you
Where
could
do I
still
go?
heal
I
up.
have no clue where to go.
Press down on your key a couple times.
I'm
Down.
the
One more.
luckiest Twitch
There,
streamer.
and press
I
X
just
to give
earned
yourself a
myself
little bit of health. Cool. Now go through that door.
Anything else you want to tell me about how the guys... Oh my god, is there a guy in here? I remember this. Yes.
So the truth is gonna come out now. A long time ago.
Oh, what did you do?
Well, a long time ago, I was playing this game with Mitch. I hate to bring him up again. I know it's a soft spot for you. But for me,
Unbelievable.
it's a hard spot.
Cannot stop talking about Mitch when I'm here.
So there was this part of the game that was very difficult called the Stray Demon. And when Mitch was coaching me, I died over and over to it.
Oh.
And eventually, when I died one time, he was laughing, and I splashed him with hot coffee.
On purpose?
I mean, in the moment...
I need to leave.
No, you're fine.
I'm
You are
legit,
fine.
I'm legit
You're
terrified.
fine. You're fine. You're fine. So somebody's asking
Okay,
me
man.
right now if never dared to ask, but was it a setup or did I really lose my shit? So here's the thing. It was, and I rarely admit to this. It was a setup because it was April Fool's, and then the next day I quit from Gamefront. It was the April Fool's.
Oh, it was
thing.
all a plan.
It was all a plan, and
Did you
I
lose
just
a lot of followers because of that.
I don't think so. I do think that there were some people upset. Like some different stuff happened. For instance, I had to make a video saying that I wasn't really quitting Gamefront. It wasn't necessarily that people believed that and they loved Mitch more than they loved me. Period. But people weren't really
How do I
saying
throw
like,
this?
"How could you do this to
How do I
Mitch?" They
throw
were
this?
like, "Well, you don't throw it at all right now because that guy is
I wanna
gonna
kill him
hit
with
his back." And if you hit
You'll
his
still
back,
screw him up, right?
Not really. That turtle shell.
His back is, he's facing me, dude.
If you really think so, okay, then you need to make sure that first, before you do anything,
Yes.
you got to have him targeted.
Okay.
Now you push square.
Square?
I'm sorry.
Bastard.
I know it's
sabotage
it's an
bastard.
Xbox controller. I get a little closer,
X?
and eventually it's X. Fucker! I told you to get a little closer. Wait for him to get by those barrels. Now! Oh! Wait! Back it up!
No!
Back it up. Okay, you gotta pull yourself together, Sean. Go ahead. Roll back.
No,
You cannot fight him like
Why?
that. Because this guy's too strong. Get out of there. Roll. Oh, Sean.
Sorry, I just didn't want to be a puss and back away. How disappointed you are.
I'm not disappointed. It's just hot in here. And I wish I had...
Wait, you were
wish I
wearing the
had a
headphones during my turn.
Maybe.
You bastard.
You don't want to
No,
wear...
because you're playing now.
Oh, yeah, it is my turn.
I was supposed to have them the whole time.
You were supposed to.
See, I can't kill that guy at all.
You can,
How?
but with your skill, it's going to take a lot better gameplay.
But I
than
killed
that.
the giant tree douchebag guy.
Yeah, but that guy is a boss, and I trained you to beat that guy. It's cool. Don't worry. So that's the second death.
See, the other guy's coming.
Oh!
That was a Sean move.
God.
How are you supposed to figure out how to kill that dude if you haven't played this?
What?
This game is really hard.
The game is really hard.
They don't tell you
expect
anything.
you to die over and over and over. That's what they expect of you. I am going to show you how to beat him on this turn here.
1 versus 1 on Counter-Strike, you would destroy me. Reliable guy, you would destroy me. I played like in high school. So fun though.
It was a fun game. I liked it quite a bit. I got a firebomb. That's good.
Firebomb. Oh man, his face is disgusting. What is it? Smothered in oil?
I mean, he
the
looks like
heck?
a regular Steve Buscemi.
He definitely uses Axe hairstyling paste. Too.
There's a guy.
There's a guy. Aww. So sweet.
Worth it. Worth waiting for him to come over there.
Oh, arrow. Arrow dude.
Okay.
Are you gonna do steal my idea and throw that bomb at him?
Well, I'm gonna kind of steal that idea. But what's different? Oh shit!
Ooh!
Nice. Now you can't always beat him like that.
How do you beat him with a sword? I want to know.
Well, you have to roll because he's got that huge
but
weapon
where are you
in
supposed to hit him? I'm saying.
his face.
But I did that. I
you
got
were
him
doing a good job.
Did I get even damage on
Oh,
that?
you did. Half of his health was gone.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
Yeah, you were doing good. It was just that you needed to do better, you know? That guy not dead?
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh, Steve Buscemi was a firefighter. No, yeah, I think the beginner guy. Wait, is this just Steve Buscemi facts? Ooh, Steve Buscemi trivia. Let's go.
Do you know a lot of Steve Buscemi
I
trivia?
don't,
Oh.
but I'm interested to hear it. I love Steve Buscemi's career. So fun.
The first movie I can remember him in, which is probably not the first
Happy
one.
Gilmore?
Yeah!
Yeah.
Yeah. Screw this guy.
Yeah, how are you supposed to kill someone up there if you don't have anything to throw?
I have something to
But
throw.
what if you don't? Is there any way?
No.
You can't pick up stuff? Like in nearby?
No, you really can't.
Sometimes these guys look like they're crossing their legs, like they gotta pee or something. And they're not that scary. Happy Gilmore is the best, and Billy Madison. Careful, dude.
Did you see what I did?
Yeah.
I was careful. It could have killed me if I
Pretty
wasn't
bad
careful.
yas. Oh, look at this.
Alright, we're gonna level up now. Oh, that was intense. That was super intense.
Big Lebowski is great.
Yeah, Big Lebowski is actually my favorite all-time movie.
This land.
Is it really?
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah, and it's kind of got an honorary position. There's a lot of times where like a movie will come out and be like, "This is my new favorite movie," but
It's the one that's remained.
it's the one that's remained. So we got more endurance and more health now. Oops. Travel to
Jula Oblongata.
Majula Amagata.
It's another Adam Sandler movie.
You say that's Waterboy, right?
Yeah.
And you did I just tell you the Andy Dick story? You know the Andy Dick story.
Boy, is there something wrong with your medulla oblongata? No, it's Andy Dick story.
You know how Andy Dick used to perform with us, right?
Yes.
Well, let me...
Who are you looking
I just
for?
want to make sure Andy Dick
Is
isn't
it
here.
here?
You
Is
never
that
know where
here?
it's going to be. No, I was just haven't seen my dog in a bit, and I wanted to make sure that that door wasn't open. I made a mistake. I made a big mistake.
I thought you said the shield hurts you. It didn't take any. Oh, yeah, it did a little bit.
Just the tiniest bit. Because it blocks 90% of the damage. So Andy Dick did the show with us. I had a lot of fun with it. And then after the show, and this is going to sound offensive, okay? After the show, he came up to me and he said, and this was after we had done it a couple times. It was the last time he did the show with us. He's like, I really like doing scenes with you. I like doing shows with you, James. You're a very like controlled, patient player. And he's like, sometimes when I'm up there, there's just so much like aggression. And he's like, I just don't feel comfortable doing it. With Bear Supply, he was saying that we're so fast and so big, and he said they liked how I was not that way. So, and then I went back on the road on tour. But he told me, he said he'd love to do a show with me in the future. So, when I got back into town, I was like, Andy, I got back to town, and I'm from Bear Supply. You said that if you ever if I want to do a show, give you a heads up, and we could do a 2-man set. So I offered to do a 2-man set with him. And he's like, yes. How about tonight? Or like, it was like tomorrow night. Whatever it was like right away.
Yeah.
Unexpected.
Yeah.
And I was like, of course. Because what are you going to do? Like, an improv show? Like, oh, no, I can't do it. I got to prepare.
Yeah.
I've been preparing my whole life to do every show I ever get to.
Yes.
So I get to there. We have a Bear Supply show first, and he's doing his show afterwards, right? So we do the Bear Supply show, and after it's over, Andy Dick has, like, 20 people in the back room. And I'm like, what's going on? Like, are we doing a show with all of these people? And he's like, you know what, James? I just don't feel comfortable, like... I don't know if I could do improv with you on stage, because he's like, and this is where it gets funny. He says to me, I'm a classically trained improviser, and you're like if they made a Waterboy 2. I was like, what are you saying to me?
Was he kidding?
He was not kidding. He was like, and he was not saying, he was like, oh, that's not a bad thing. Like, it's just like we have different styles. So what he did is he had all these other people that were like playing music and doing sets and stuff like that. And then at the end of the show, we did one improv scene. And that improv scene was like he had a bucket full of emotions, and then we would pull them out sitting down doing an improv scene, right? Uh-huh. Turned out really good, and it was very funny. But then, before I actually jumped up and did that, he like went through... Well, I didn't know that it was going to be like that. Oh, no!
Better run down that tree, boy.
I'm trying. I know that there's an arrow guy coming at me. I've got to get all the way down. Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Wow.
So before I got up on stage, like because he typically did his usual show where it was just him talking about like, what? No! Really? So this is how you fight the guy. He's gonna swing, and then when he's finished swinging is when you attack him. Wow. But before he introduced me up on stage, he went through our text thread and read like every text I had ever sent him. Which, lucky for me, I don't text things that I won't stand behind.
Yeah.
So, but like, had I I'm glad that I didn't send him any dick pics or something. You never know when you're dealing with Andy Dick.
Did you read what he said to you?
He read both sides of the dialogue, and in all fairness, he told the audience the truth of like what he said to me. He was just basically like, I'm a classically trained comedian, and this guy's.
He told the audience that?
Yeah. He was just like, so I'm a little bit nervous to do a scene, but he still did it with me.
Why
and
would he assume you're a hack?
I don't know. We had done shows with each other on stage. Like we had done at least 3 shows with Andy Dick.
Yeah, but that doesn't prove to. He might have thought he was doing like a charity show for like the new improv group.
I felt like every show of his that I saw was a charity show.
No, I'm just saying from his perspective. he thought probably he was doing a nice thing for the theater and like,
Yeah.
helping out a team.
Probably.
But it was like,
And
no,
I
we've
honestly-
all been doing improv for 10 years plus. You the most.
I honestly did like his show quite a bit. It wasn't very funny. Did you ever watch his show when he was
Yeah,
done
it was
doing
the
this?
worst fucking thing I'd ever seen.
I mean, it wasn't the
It
worst.
was. I saw the first one he put up that he had ever done after performing. You know,
Yeah.
and it was just him talking on stage for 2 hours, and it was the most boring.
Well, it wasn't funny. I will admit to that.
But it wasn't entertaining either.
It was-
I
it
don't
was-
care if it's not funny. It just better be entertaining in some way, and it wasn't. It was,
Okay, well, you're right in the fact that it wasn't entertaining. But it was like watching a train wreck. It was hard to look away.
Yeah. It was just him. It was selfish, I thought, to take people's time that went to go see you and just talk about yourself and it not be entertaining.
Well, every time it was like another story about why he had to quit doing drugs and alcohol.
Yeah.
Which was sometimes I like to hear those.
Oh, totally. But in the context of a comedy show?
Not really in the
This is
context.
a comedy variety show. Welcome to my comedy variety show. Psych. I'm going to pretend this is a therapy session. Yeah.
That is basically the way he did it. And then on top of that, to get off the stage and say like that his comedy show is like classic and I'm going to bring it down to Adam
Yeah.
Sandler level. Which Adam Sandler is very funny.
Yeah, and has a way better career.
Yeah.
So
I don't think anybody is telling Andy Dick that he's got a great career.
Yeah.
I mean, that guy has
well,
lived a true...
well, you would just think someone like him wouldn't say that kind of shit to other
You'd
people.
think. But his whole persona
Unbelievable.
comes from
Just
that.
shows you why he doesn't have that kind of career.
Yeah.
He's a dick. An Andy Dick.
So I think this is... I didn't even try it, but I think this is an Estes Flask.
The funny thing, too, is I think Andy Dick's funny. I think he's a fun performer, and he is entertaining when he's on
When
stage
he's not
and when
talking
he's
about
not
how he's got to quit doing
Yeah.
drugs. I mean, that's a bummer to listen to anybody talk about.
He's-
I do think I like it, though. But I wouldn't call it funny.
Yeah.
Look at that. We got an extra Estes Flask shard now.
Oh, crusty bum crack. Don't let us change your perception of Andy Dick. You have to get your own perception of
And
him.
if you live in LA, you'll have your own perception of Andy Dick, because everybody's got an Andy Dick story. I've got
That's funny.
multiple. Whoops. The first time I met Andy Dick, I was at Miyagi's. Is that the name of the place? In Hollywood?
I don't know.
Every time I had met Andy Dick before he started doing shows at the theater, he was tragically drunk and on drugs. And, like, so mean and awful to people.
Ugh.
But now that he's sober, I think that he's a lot better in a lot of ways.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, of course. I don't think people get worse when they're sober.
No, I hope not.
Who's the most famous person you ever met, James?
The most famous person I ever met?
You ever met Dave Chappelle, the ass? I haven't met Dave, but I've seen him perform at our theater a couple times.
Yeah, I guess the most famous person that I've ever met and hung out with is his name's Taryn, and he is...
I don't think you understand the question.
Oh no! Listen, I do understand the question, okay? He's the youngest kid from Home Improvement.
Oh, that is not the most famous. Andy Dick's more famous than him.
Well, no, I mean, he was... When you think about, like, time spent on television...
No, that's not what famous means. Famous means, like, most well-known.
Most well-known?
I think people know Andy Dick more widely.
You think so?
I think so.
I don't know.
Then Taryn?
I guess you're right.
God.
I got us to go back upstairs and start
How could you... James is playing Dark Souls again. This time with a friend. Cool. What up, Flipsider? Andrew Dice Clay. Beginner guy met Andrew Dice Clay.
I actually have met Andrew Dice Clay also. We both met Andrew Dice Clay.
He's also more famous than Taryn.
Really? I just was trying. I mean, Home Improvement's got to be one of the biggest shows.
All right, now that I know when you were asked that question, what you're thinking of, I want you to answer the opposite.
Oh.
Because that's probably the most famous person.
Well, I've met John Cleese. Is that? No, I'm doing it again!
Oh, don't roll off the edge!
Wait, listen, you can't just make somebody panic like that.
That's a fame. Yes, this is a fame contest. We're talking about the most famous people we've met. Because we live in LA, you know? Bound to meet someone famous.
No.
Ooh. I met both Conan O'Brien and Kurt Russell.
Oh my god, Doc!
And I hung out with them for like 40 minutes at my bike shop. Talking about bikes.
Oof. I multiple times hung out with Courtney Love. I used to have coffee with her like a couple times a week. And the last time I saw her, though, she was back on the drugs.
Oh no.
Yeah, you can tell the difference between somebody when they're on and off the drugs if they have a problem. I guess even if they don't. Alright, so can we please have a moment where I don't get distracted and I can do this run? Because I'm going to go to Butthole Face now. Oh!
Yeah, Kurt Russell, he bought an e-bike, an electric bike, for himself and for Goldie Hawn. And he put her on speakerphone.
Oh, I've met
store.
Kate Hudson a bunch of times, but that's just when I was working at the Coffee Bean and Tea Leaf.
Where? Which coffee bean?
I used to work, it doesn't exist anymore. It was on 14th and Santa Monica. 14th and Montana.
And Kurt Russell had a hurt knee, a bum knee. It's kind of sad to see.
Really?
He had trouble getting his leg over the bike.
That sucks.
I know, seeing your action hero in front of you. But, you know.
What was your favorite
he's older.
action moment for Kurt Russell?
Oh, man. The scene in Escape from LA when he has to make the half-court shots.
I don't remember
Oh
that
my
scene.
gosh, he's got to make, like, all these basketball shots in, like, 30 seconds, and he does them all. And I just made my girlfriend watch the thing.
I don't think I've ever seen the thing. But I really liked Big Trouble in Little China. Have you seen that?
I have never seen the whole thing.
That's probably my favorite.
Yeah, that's
Kurt
like
Russell
a classic. That's like a common classic film of it. It's like considered one of his best, right? What just shot out?
Those guys have those giant arrows.
Can they move around, or is it just inside?
They are stuck in one spot.
Ooh, you've got the higher ground, but you're gonna die!
Don't say it like that! You are a fucking troll. You are a troll.